Series of explosions targeting Shiite Muslims, many of them students attending a conference. ISIS claiming responsibility. Lucas Tomlinson is live at the Pentagon. The attacks from ISIS appear to be increasing in Afghanistan, Lucas?
Rick, it's the second suicide attack in Afghanistan's capital since Christmas Day. Now, today, 84 people were wounded in addition to the 40 killed in the attack by multiple suicide bombers. President Trump recently sent an additional 3,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan, bringing the total number to about 14,000. Some of these troops will be moved closer to the front lines to call in airstrikes. As the air war against ISIS in Iraq and Syria winds down, more American jets have been sent to bomb the Taliban and ISIS in Afghanistan. Recently, the head of U.S. forces in Afghanistan says most of the airstrikes this year have targeted ISIS in the eastern part of Afghanistan. This year, the number of bombs dropped is 3 times greater than last year's totals. It's the highest number in 5 years. Vice President Mike Pence made a surprise visit to Afghanistan last week where he said the U.S. military was there to stay. His visit is secret because of the high security risk 16 years after the first U.S. troops arrived there. When Defense Secretary Mattis visited Afghanistan in September, he was greeted with a rocket attack at the airport, but Mattis had left a few hours prior and his plane was not damaged. The U.S. military estimates there are roughly 1,000 ISIS fighters in Afghanistan located southeast of Kabul along the border with Pakistan. But this has been the same estimate for the past year, despite all these airstrikes and U.S.-backed commando raids against the group. Most of the ISIS fighters in Afghanistan are former Pakistani Taliban. Recently, the U.S. envoy to the ISIS fight spoke about the terror group's broad appeal.
ISIS became a brand, and a lot of pre-existing terrorist groups, you've seen this in the Sinai, for example, start to raise the flag of ISIS, mainly to recruit foreign fighters and other things.
The U.S. military dropped the mother of all bombs on ISIS in April, the largest conventional bomb in the military's arsenal. But it appears ISIS is having no problem replenishing its ranks in Afghanistan. Rick?
And more on the ongoing threats later this hour. Lucas Tomlinson at the Pentagon, thank you.